Well, it looks like paranoid King Charles is cleaning house. He is cutting out many royal retainers, advisors, and even his own family members as he becomes convinced that he really is the target of some kind of sinister plot to get rid of him, and this is coming from high-level palace insiders. He's worried that his darkest secrets are being recorded, so the mentally tortured king has ordered hourly security checks for electronic bugs in all the royal residences, even his own chambers, according to sources. A well-placed courtier says he's obsessed with plugging palace leaks of conversations, even his own pillow talk. After waiting 70 years, Charles has achieved his destiny of becoming king, but he's convinced people are out to get him, and there's a plot to make his reign the shortest ever. His mission is to muzzle the palace's loose lips, and no one is above suspicion, not even his darling wife Camilla. Harry's memoir Spare, which accused Camilla of telling negative stories about him to the media, reportedly set off some alarm bells in Charles's head, according to the courtier. The insider says he knows becoming queen was her lifelong dream. Now he worries she'll stoop so low as to snoop on him to remain the power behind the throne. The worried royal has fired more than 100 top employees after his mother, Queen Elizabeth, passed away in September, and apparently even more are to come, according to sources. His Majesty is determined to stamp out any opposition to his plans for the monarchy, according to the source. He knows he doesn't have much time to secure his legacy and won't let anyone get in his way. After taking away all of Prince Andrew's royal duties, status, and security, Charles kicked out the sex creep from his longtime home Royal Lodge, and that, of course, is located on the grounds of Windsor Castle. Of course, he also kicked out Meghan and Harry from their English home Frogmore Cottage, and he has even kicked out Queen Elizabeth's best friend, her longtime dresser Angela Kelly, from a modest grace and favor property that she was living in. Charles has made it clear anyone who refuses to bow to his demands will regret it, according to the courtier. He trusts no one. Even his aging cousins, the Duke of Kent and Princess Alexandra, are being retired as working royals, and I'm told the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester are next. But at the top of his enemy list seems to be his daughter-in-law Meghan Markle, according to insiders. His Majesty believes she brainwashed Harry into quitting royal duties and turning his back on his family. And apparently Charles's paranoia runs so deep he is convinced that she's some type of foreign spy who's trying to destabilize the royal family and the UK as a whole. He can't come up with another explanation for the way that she seemed so hell-bent on destroying the monarchy from the very beginning. The explosive, scandal-dishing grenades that she has thrown after she and Harry moved to California have caused so much damage. Accusing the royals of racism and coldly ignoring her suicide crisis plunged the family into unprecedented chaos, leading to unrest and anti-royal sentiment, according to the insider. And they also say that Meghan is quite a thorn in his side because she has made it clear that she refuses to return to the UK, and she's keeping Charles's invisible grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, away from their royal grandfather, at least for the time being. News that Meghan signed with a Hollywood super agent just fueled Charles's paranoia about what she'll do next, according to the courtier. It is true that Meghan seems relentless in her determination to show the royals they made such a mistake when they didn't accept her as their savior. With her new agent, everything is out on the table and Charles can't stop it. His biggest nightmare is Meghan writing some type of tell-all book about her life with the royals. After Harry's memoir, it could be the end of the monarchy. And some people are saying that King Charles showed a lot of disrespect to Harry when he sent him to the third row for the coronation. The fact is, his father showed him a lot of kindness, though, if you ask me. Harry was sitting with other family members, and he had a pretty good view of the ceremony. Now, as far as being disrespectful, I think that King Charles showed a lot of love for Harry and his family when he wished Archie a happy birthday. Now, the truth is, he had a few parties he wanted to go to, and Harry didn't go to any of them. It's not like he was playing politics. It's not like he was not able to read the room. His father was honored by so many people, so people respected his father, unlike Harry or Meghan, and there's a good reason for that. The truth is, Harry is not nearly as important as his brother Prince William or even his nephew Prince George at this point, because both of them will someday be king. Harry is not even a working royal any longer. The coronation is an important state event. It's not some type of family barbecue. Since Harry is not a working royal anymore, of course, it made sense for him to sit with the other members of his family who are also not working members. The working royals are the people who work on behalf of the king and the monarchy. They're the ones who are there in the front rows, or they're the ones who are going to be seated to the right of Prince William, the future king, and the Princess of Wales and their kids. Now, all of these people outrank Harry in the line of succession. And I'm not so sure the people even wanted Harry there. I mean, after everything he did, I don't know why they would. Nobody wanted to speak with him. They were just listening to him whine without adding to the nonsense. Nobody called him out for being a liar in the church. But still, Harry went away convinced that he really was his victim after he got a no from the Home Office about that paid-for security for him and his wife and family. Thanks to Harry's severe mental illness, he cannot think straight. He just says whatever pops into his head. He didn't agree with the seating arrangement. Well, all right, Harry. I guess he felt useless because he didn't get to participate in the ceremony. In his mind, he was still this very important prince in the family. So he thought that he could force the Home Office to protect him because he's a prince. The reality, though, is that Harry was treated as if he were a guest instead of a member of the family because he deserved that. Thanks to his own actions, Harry has demonstrated that he's not relevant to the king or any other part of the royal family in the least. He has slandered them all. He has tried to take money from them ever since he met Meghan. Harry wanted a life where he could make his own money, but he discovered that would actually require some work, and he can't do that very well. In fact, I think Harry should count his lucky stars that he was even at the coronation. It was clear to most people that he did not want to be there. At the end of the day, Harry's hurting himself more than anybody else. He left the ceremony a bitter, paranoid, angry old man. There's no way back for him as a working royal at this point. And of course, William would never apologize for the way that Meghan was treated. There was no chance for the two to hash things out and have a long discussion because they didn't have time. William had the power and the control over Harry and Meghan, and of course, he didn't want to spend time with them. Harry left his family. He abandoned his family to try to sell pictures so the two of them can make some money. Harry was the one who walked away from his position as prince because the fact is, the US does not recognize royalty. It doesn't matter how hard Meghan is trying to convince everybody that she's this beautiful princess. Whether in the UK or in the US, Meghan has never been and never will be Princess Meghan. Now, if she wants to refer to herself as Princess Henry, she technically could do that, because that is the name on Harry's birth certificate. She can also use the title Duchess of Sussex, which is the feminine form of Harry's Duke of Sussex title. The royal life they could have enjoyed before Meghan went back to the US with Harry is never going to be possible for them again. They need to realize that. Meghan's the one who burned all the bridges back to the UK. So Meghan's right back in the same place that she was before they got together. There's no way they can afford all the money that she is spending on stuff like clothes for herself and publicity, and of course arranging for pap chases in New York. They would have gotten a lot more publicity going to the coronation with their children, but Meghan didn't want to do that. And the truth is, Harry and Meghan have given him the power over them. Harry's mental illness does make things more complicated for him. I mean, the way that he speaks, you can tell there's just something wrong. Harry was never going to be able to be a leader. And so it looks like victimhood has marked him, as it had done to his mother so long ago. Harry was just waiting for somebody to come and save him, and that's when Meghan came along.